Good morning. It is 11 o'clock a.m. on Thursday? Thursday morning. I'm running on about 3.5, 4 hours sleep. It has been a morning. It's been a very long day already. So, as per my rant yesterday about the whole school thing, Monkey came home yesterday and I happened to be standing out on the porch having a smoke. And I shit you not, that dismissal bell rang and immediately Monkey was home, immediately. And he is usually home around 3:30 at the latest. He was home immediately yesterday. I knew something was up. Mama ain't stupid. And as soon as he saw me, he came a-running. And I said, hey, the usual. Hey, Monkey, how was your day? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, not very good, but he wouldn't tell me why it wasn't very good. So I left it. That's fine. Whatever. So bedtime comes last night, right? About 9 o'clock. 9:30. And, he makes his lunch, he grabs a shower and whatever. He comes down and says goodnight. Perfect. I was watching the YouTubes or whatever the hell it was I was doing. And he comes back down, which he does sometimes. He'll come down and say goodnight like 2 or 3 times before he goes to bed. And it's like, dude, like, I love you and I love the cuddling and whatever, but fucking go to bed. Mama is off duty now. And he came down the second time and I was like, bud, like, I was so tired. I was like, buddy, not tonight, man. Like, And I grabbed him and gave him a hug and a kiss and whatever. And he's like, no. He says, I need to talk to you. I was like, oh, of course you do at 9:30, 9:45 at night. Of course you do. I said, all right, sit down. Tell me what's going on. And he was telling me that there is some bitch at the school who, for some unforsaken fucking reason, decided her shoes were too bougie for her to be wearing outside at school. So she took them off and left them in the damp, muddy school field. Monkey happenstance to cross these shoes and was like, oh, somebody's lost their shoes, right? And picked them up and, I don't know, was like looking for a name or something, right? It was just like, oh, interesting, shoes. This little twat, Monkey's in grade 7, this little twat is in grade 8, comes over, kicks him in the back, and then starts to ream him out for touching her shoes. Her expensive shoes that, she cares so much about that she's going to leave them sitting unattended on the muddy ass ground in the school play yard. She's a fucking moron. And then this kid, one of the boys, I guess a friend of hers, goes up to him after everything is said and done, right? And threatens him. You're going to go and kiss her shoes or something bad's going to happen to you. So now you're going to try and incite fear and humiliation? I'm here to tell you, if I was a 12, 13, 14-year-old in that school and I seen that kind of fuckery going on, I would have wiped the floor with that little bastard and a little bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Now, the girl was dealt with. The yard teacher that was out on duty dealt with her. I don't think anybody realized that she kicked him. Because when we went into the school and spoke to the principal today, what he was telling me seemed to me like nobody had mentioned that there was any kind of physical altercation. So we corrected that. And nobody knew about this boy threatening him. So, the girl was told by the yard teacher and by the principal, what happened out there sounds like a you problem, not a monkey problem. So, you saying anything to him about you making the decision to take your fucking shoes off and leave them on the muddy ass ground is a you problem, not a monkey problem. Get over yourself, sweetheart. She's like, they're very expensive shoes, la la la. Or monkey, Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm sitting there going, she has these expensive shoes that are too pricey for her to be wearing outside in the field, yet she can walk to school in the motherfuckers. And then when she's out in the yard, she takes them off and leaves them on the damp, muddy schoolyard in a pile of leaves. Because what? That's going to keep them clean? Like, I said to the principal, she's a fucking idiot. Like, she's stupid. How is she in grade 8? How? How did that happen? She needs to be retested. Because she's stupid. I couldn't believe it. I was so mad. And then he says to me, Monkey says to me, you know, I'm scared to go to school tomorrow, Mama. I don't know what's going to happen. He said something bad was going to happen. He said I wouldn't kiss her shoes. I was like, oh. You have to tell me this at 9:30, 9:45 at night. Like, God damn it. Now neither of us are going to sleep. Like, fuck. And he started crying. And I said, you know what? Mama done. Mama done. It's been 5 or 6 years of nothing but pure hell for this child. Ever since his brother went off to high school, that child has been relentlessly bullied, physically and psychologically, with no end in sight. Okay? I have called youth division. I have been working with the school and youth division. Nobody wants to press charges on a minor. The school policies are very progressive and they're working to solve. And it's like, okay, but you know what, honey? It's been 6 years. Like, my child is so chill and keeps to himself. He's head down, mouth shut. He don't want no problems. He doesn't stick his nose into anywhere it don't belong. Like, he don't give no fucks about anybody in that school. He has his group of 5 or 6 friends that he plays with, and he don't want nobody else. Like, fuck. And these kids, it's like they search him out. There's that quiet kid that, you know, don't cause no problems, don't want no drama. Let's go pick on him. So last night was it for me. I fucking had enough. I jumped online and I started researching homeschooling. The legalities of it, what that all entails, how to go about doing it, resources online, resources on Facebook, support groups, all that shit. I have so much shit bookmarked on my laptop, you have no idea. And on my phone, I have, and I can't remember the name of the organization because I've been running on 3.5 hours sleep, but it was an awesome website. But I was a good 2 hours reading that website, said the dyslexic woman. Jesus fucking Christ. I read that website from top to bottom, front to back, left to right, right to left, you name it. I read it. I read that entire fucking website last night. And then I bookmarked it on my phone. And I'm telling you, it is a very easy transition to make. Easy. I didn't think it'd be that easy. I thought there'd be all kinds of paperwork, and nope, there's one form that you send to the school board that you can give to the principal, and I would, because I do respect that principal, and keep a copy for yourself, and done. You are off to the races. Go do your thing. And I called Monkey's stepmom this morning, and gave her a basic lowdown of what Monkey had told me happened yesterday and my feelings on it, and that I had been researching homeschooling. Now, I've been talking about homeschooling off and on for about 4 or 5 years. It's been in the last maybe year and a half that I've been getting more serious about it. But I went in hard last night. And I said to his stepmom, you know, I have all this stuff bookmarked on my laptop. I have this great site bookmarked on my phone. I said, I said I can drop Monkey off early on Friday. We can leave here about 2:30. She gets off work, I think, at 2. So I said, well, we'll leave here about 2:30. Meet you at your place. Monkey's dad will be home. Their kids will be napping. I said, the 4 of us are going to sit down. I will go through everything with you. I will give you the links. You can look shit up yourself. But I said, I want to homeschool this child. I'm done. I've had it. The school is going to wreck him. These fucking little assholes whose parents are obviously massive assholes, and do not teach their children right from wrong. Keep your fucking hands to yourself and watch your goddamn words. Are gonna completely destroy this child. Like, are you kidding me? He is not gonna be the sweet and compassionate and loving child that he is by the time he's done at this school. He's gonna hate people. He's gonna hate school. And he is so fucking smart. Like, oh my God. So when I went into the principal this morning and I told him all of this, and I said, you know, like, I have zero faith in the school board. Number one, you ain't teaching much anywho. Y'all been closing down in the middle of the year for the last 2 years. And it's going to happen again. It's going to happen. Mark my words. It's happening again. So half the year they're homeschooled anyway. You know, they're just doing it online through the school board. So it's on their curriculum, on their time. And no, I'm done. And we said, fuck it, to their way halfway through the thing anyway, and did it our own goddamn way. So, and it worked very, very well. So, I seriously want to give it a go. And you can put your child, you re-register your child back into the school system at any given point. So, I said to Monkey, if this is something that you think you'll be comfortable with, right, then there is no reason why we can't enroll you back into the school system for high school. That way you get your credits towards your OSSD and you're Gucci. But I'm here to tell you, you don't even need to do that. You can homeschool through high school and then take your high school equivalency at an adult learning center. And even more beyond that, I found that you can go to Ivy League universities like Harvard without an OSSD. If you wait, and at least in Ontario, if you wait until you're 21, you can go in under a mature student. So you don't need the same shit that you do if you're going in when you're 18, 19 years old. Which I should have known, because I went to college in my 30s and I didn't need any of the shit. Now, I had my high school and I did go ahead and upgrade my English and stuff, but I didn't have to. I was a mature student. That did not affect my enrollment. So, and it's the same with these homeschooled kids going to universities and stuff. So I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I was like, oh, well, fuck. Like, I wish I'd done this years ago. I really do. Like, my poor baby. I'm already working part-time. I don't work any more than 3 days a week. So 2 or 3 days a week while I'm working, he can learn to self-regulate, which I think would be great for him. He needs to learn to, everybody needs to learn how to do that. Learn it now. And the rest of the time, I will be there with him full time to help him out. So, and the only other thing, the only concern that I have teaching him anything is math. Because of my dyslexia, I am number retarded. I can't even pretend. So I was saying to his stepmom this morning, like, that is my concern now. His dad is a math whiz. Like, his brain is huge. Like, I hate him. He's like Rain Man when it comes to numbers. It drives me crazy. But he can't teach it. He's very, very impatient. And it makes Monkey shut down. So he really can't help. I said, if we do this, then you guys, it would be in Monkey's best interest if you guys set him up with like Sylvan or something like that, where he had a tutor to help supplement with the math stuff, because I downloaded all kinds of math programs that he can do online. And the visual charts and aids and stuff to help, right? Which I can print off and laminate for him. But if we did a tutor for math, strictly for math, maybe parts of English, just to supplement that and make sure that he's got it, then great. Because in all reality, all you need from school is reading, writing, and math. The kid can read. And I can monitor his reading. I can check his comprehension. I can do all that shit. I can have him do journals and creative writing and check his sentence structure. I can do all that shit. It's when you get into like verbs and nouns and all that shit, I don't fucking understand. I know it, but I can't break it down. I can't teach it, if that makes sense. I know how it all works. I used to love writing. But it's not something I can break down and teach. So he might need a little bit of help with that. But, you know, if he does something like that once a week, for like an hour, maybe half an hour, an hour, you know, just to make sure that he's grasping it, just to give him that little extra help, I think that would be fantastic. And then I told Monkey, you know, we can do things like through the summer and whatever. Like, it doesn't have to be structured like school. You do it throughout the year. And it's more reality based. You want to learn about agriculture? Let's plant some shit in the yard, see how it works. Like, we can do stuff like that. We can do home economics. You can learn how to cook. I'll teach you. Fractions, start measuring shit. Learn how to read a tape measure. Learn how to do laundry. You know, practical experience for learning, as opposed to sitting down and listening to somebody talk at you and memorizing facts. And who the fuck cares? I can't remember the last time somebody asked me, you know, when World War I ended, or what was the major cause of the Great Depression, or like, nobody's ever fucking asked me that. Unless you're gonna go on some fucking game show, nobody's gonna ask you any of that shit. Who fucking cares? You don't need to memorize that shit. It's good to know. You need to know history. You need to know how things happened and why things happened, and you don't want to repeat that shit, which we are, so whatever. But it's not life altering. It's not gonna get you that job. If you can read and you can write and you can do your numbers, you're fine. Fuck. Come on. Everything else is life experience. Live and learn. Oh my Lord. Oh, it has been a day. It has been a day. I am exhausted. So I told them, and I told Monkey, he's staying home for the rest of the week. I'm off the rest of the week. I don't have much going on today. I told him he was doing some math games when I left. I said, set a timer. I want you to do 20 minutes of that. And then you can do 20 minutes of whatever the fuck you want. And if I'm still not home, if you're hungry, have lunch. If not, find a book, right? Read something. We'll talk about it later. Like, we'll talk about the book later. I want to hear all about it. And that's another thing. I like to read too. We can do a little book club in the house. Like, talk to me about your book. Talk to me about the main characters. Talk to me about their backstory. Talk, you know. I even told him we have a few museums in this town. One is an art museum that shifts its stuff almost monthly. And the other is a museum of stones and bones and bugs and dinosaurs and all kinds of stuff. It's actually really cool. And it's really cheap to do. I was telling him, we can go do stuff like that. Like, if they do the art walk this summer, we can go do that. We can go talk to the local grocery stores. We can go to the library. We can go to the bookstore. There's all kinds of things that we can do. We can, take walks on the trails and look for nature type things. And there's tons and tons of things that you can do and still learn and not have to be sitting in the confines of some fucking classroom with a bunch of asshats that are, doing everything but learning, or paying attention to the teacher, and just do it all at our own pace and our own time and try and have some fun with it. Like, and there are tests that you can do to check their progress and make sure that they're, whatever. I'm not sure that I would do that because, he's a lot like me. He doesn't do tests well. It stresses him out, and it's not an accurate measurement of what he knows. I think sitting down and discussing, how are you doing? How, talk to me about this, whatever. I think that is a little bit more of a better gauge, especially since, I live with the kid. I know, I know what's going on with him most of the time. So, and I know who he is as a person. So, I don't know. I really, really want to give this a go. I really do. I'm real. And, I think his stepmom is 100% behind me. And I think once we sit down and talk to his dad, I'm pretty sure he'll be behind it too. And if he's not, too fucking bad. He's outvoted because I think Monkey's for it too. But Monkey was saying when I was talking about the art museum and the stones and bones and places like that, he's like, you need to be vaccinated to go. And I said, baby boy, if this is what we have to do and these are ways that I can help teach you stuff and make it fun and make it interesting, I love that kind of stuff. I said, for you and for your education, I will go against everything I believe in. I will get the fucking vaccinations and we will go and we will do this. We will fucking do this. If we're in 110% and we're going to get it done, and fuck the school board. See you in grade 9 possibly, So, oh my God, that was a lot. Are you okay? Are your ears hurting? Was I yelling? I feel I was yelling a little bit. It's been a lot. It's really been a lot. Oh my dear Lord. I don't know. I really, really, really want to give this a go. I want him happy. I want him healthy. I want him to learn what he needs to learn. But I want him safe. I want him safe. There's been at least 3 instances that I can think of off the top of my head in the last 5 or 6 years where that child has come to me and said, Mama, I am afraid to go to school. I do not feel safe when I'm at school. Out on the yard. Really? Next to home, school should be the safest place in the world for any child. No exceptions, no excuses. And that is just not the case, you know? And it's sad that there's no kind of help set up for parents who want to homeschool. Like, you are 110% on your own. So I was so glad that I found a couple of support groups on Facebook and stuff that, you know, you can talk to other families who've been doing it a while and who know more of the ins and outs and have suggestions and things that have worked for their kids, and can point you to other resources that maybe you haven't found yet. Like, I just think that's awesome. And I hope they accept me, because you have to fill out a 3-question questionnaire before you join this Facebook group. But I mean, oh man, I don't know. I just want him to be the best monkey possible. I want him to be the smartest monkey possible. I want him happy. I want him healthy. And I want him safe. You know, I don't think that's a lot to ask. And it really shouldn't be this hard. And, you know, another thing I said to the principal, because I know that he's a good man. I know that he cares deeply for the welfare and the education of the kids that matriculate in his school. Like, I've known him a good long while. I also know that the school board moves at a snail's pace. And as much as he may be trying to get shit done and get shit sorted and make things as safe as possible in that school, it has already been 6 years. I'm not going to make it 7. You know, it's, I so wish that I had the balls to do this sooner. I really do. I feel, and I told him, like, the school board has failed my child. Like, I'm sorry. The school board has failed. We're going to see if Mama can do better. Because, quite frankly, I feel like I have failed him a little bit. You know, I let it go. I let them try and sort it out. I tried letting him learn to sort out his own shit. And when he couldn't, you bet your ass I went to the mat for that boy. I have gone in there yelling and screaming. I have gone in there calm and collected. I have dealt with youth division. I have dealt with the superintendent of the school board. I mean, you name it. You name it. I've done it. I've talked to them. I've tried it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I want to give this a real, honest go. And if I only do it until he starts high school, great. If he wants to continue it, I am willing to do that for him. I have a work schedule that will accommodate that for now. Hopefully it stays. And awesome, you know, and maybe even by high school he will be responsible enough to regulate himself and get his shit done. You know, by high school you should be. So, you know, maybe this is all for the best. Maybe, you know, or maybe he'll go into high school and it'll be, like I said, a completely fresh start, you know, different school, different kids, different experience. It was for Boo Boo. As soon as Boo Boo left middle school and went into high school, he was a completely different kid. I mean, he was always really good grades and stuff, but I mean, he was happier, he was calmer, he was more focused, he was a better human being, because I'll tell you, as much as he's my son, and I will love him to death no matter what, I didn't like him very much. He was an asshole. He was a major raging dick. I did not like him. Loved him. I did not like him. But he did a complete 180, probably about midway through grade 7. But by grade 9, I was so proud of the man he became. He worked hard. And he lost his reputation and gained a better one. and became that guy. He was the guy that if you needed notes, he had them. If you had questions about something, he could do his best to help you. Like, he was 100% all into his schooling. He did fantastic. I was so proud of him. And am now. And not only do I love him, but I like him as a human being. I enjoy being around him. I enjoy sitting down and talking to him. When he was younger, no sir, get the fuck away from me. I didn't want anything to do with him because he was such a fucking dick. Like, oh my God, he had a chip on his shoulder. He was horrible. But he's grown into an amazing young man. And the same thing will happen for Monkey. I know it. I know it. I mean, Monkey's always been fantastic. But, you know, I just don't want the system to break him. And I can see that happening. I mean, you can only take so much. I don't care how strong you are. You can, or how much support you have. You can only take so much, you know. But these parents, and I told that principal, I went off on a tangent there. I told that principal, you know, you can do all that you're doing, and I know he's doing the best he can. I get it. He's got to be frustrated too. But if the parents at home are not enforcing what the school is trying to teach, aka keep your fucking hands to yourself, watch your goddamn words, and treat people with a little bit of decency, if the parents aren't teaching that at home, then whatever you're doing at school is fucking moot. Like, it don't matter, because obviously at home, no fucks given. I said to the principal, fuck these kids. I want their parents in here. I want 5 minutes alone. Get me and Monkey's dad in a room with each of these kids' fucking moms and dads. He can take the dads, I'll take the moms, and we'll fucking sort them all out. Like, God damn it. We'll do it 80s style. Just fucking lay a beating on them. Just knock some sense into these assholes, because God damn it. It's that mentality of like between 8:30 and 3:15, they're not my responsibility. It's not my problem. Anything that happens in that time is the school's to deal with. No. You are a parent 24/7. Don't matter if your kids are in school or if they're at home. You are responsible for teaching them how to behave out in the public. And if you don't do your fucking job, then you deserve to be in big shit. I told the principal, I wish I could charge the parents for the kids' fucking behavior, because maybe that'd learn them. Slap a fine on their fucking ass. You're not parenting. $200 fine. You don't understand how to parent. Let's put a monetary value on that. Now you're out $200 each time that your kid does something stupid to another kid. $200. Parent your fucking kids. God damn it. I can remember years ago, it was a different principal, wanted me to come and be a yard teacher at school. Because there was some fuckery in one of the lines as the kids were all going in for the day. And I used to walk Monkey to school and stay with him in the yard. Well, not stay with him, but I'd be in the yard, keeping an eye, because nobody else did. And there was some fuckery in the lineup, and the kids were getting shovey and pushy and rammy because one kid wanted to be in front of the other kid and blah, blah, blah. And I sent them both to the back of the line. And the one kid wouldn't go. So I grabbed him by the hood of his coat and I walked him to the back of the line. You will stay there. And if you move, I'm gonna put you against the wall, and you can wait until everybody is in the school, and then you can go in. And the teacher walked up, he was giving me lip, and the teacher walked up and he was like, nope. you listen to Jen. She's right. Absolutely. You know, and I guess the teacher went and talked to the principal, and the principal approached me and was like, do you want to come and do yard duty? And I said, fuck no. I said, the whole problem with you teachers is that you won't get involved with these kids. Like, they won't physically go in and break up a fight, because they're afraid to lay hands on the child, right? They're afraid of getting charged. I'm here to tell you, if I'm at the yard teacher at a school and I see fuckery afoot and somebody's beating on another kid, trust and believe I'm going to go in there and grab them all by the scruff of the neck. I'm going to toss them all one way, toss him the other way. And they're getting separated, and then they're getting talked to, and then the principal can fucking handle it. Because I would treat each and every one of those children as if they were my own. And if you don't like it, don't send your kids to my kid's fucking school. But this day and age, you know, you can't do that shit. Some parent's going to charge you. You touched my child. I'm charging you. Really? Well, your child just beat the fuck out of another child. How about that be reversed and now you get charged? How do you like them apples? Like, fuck's sakes. Blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. Yeah. I don't know. But I have a little bit of running around I have to do. And then I have to get home and check on Monkey. So I also have laundry going. It's a day. It's a day. God, that wind. It is so windy today. I was coming into my living room today. And I happened to look out the big front window. And as I looked out the window, I watched the tree in my neighbor's front yard literally crack in half. It was a huge tree. Thankfully, it went the one way, so it didn't hit anybody's car or anything. But it was like, oh my God, that just happened. And it was impressive because maybe about 10, maybe 15 minutes later, the city was already there, like, you know, mulching up the tree. It was impressive. They're going to be out and about working mad hard today, I tell you. The wind is mad. But it's mild. I'll bet you it's like 10 or 13 degrees Celsius right now. It's very mild. Anyway, I'm going to boot. I got other things I got to do. I may link some of the websites that I found for the homeschooling in the description, if I remember. If I don't, and anybody's interested, do leave a comment and let me know. And I can always go back and link it, or I can do it in my next video. But other than that, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope your day was gentle. I hope the wind doesn't blow you away. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.